Medium shot from behind of the last figure pausing, scanning the darkening plains while gripping a heavy wooden club. Wide shot of the group reaching the mouth of a massive, dark cave, concern etched on the faces awaiting them. Handheld shot inside the cave as the final daylight fades, darkness swallowing the interior. A frightened figure huddled in the corner, eyes wide, staring into the encroaching black. Tight close-up of a terrified youth pressed against a protector's chest. Shot from deep inside the cave toward the pitch-black entrance as distant predator calls echo. A sudden, thunderous roar erupts outside the cave. Whip pan across flinching faces frozen in fear. Two figures leap forward to guard the entrance, gripping sharp stones in tense moonlight. High-angle crane shot revealing the tribe clustered fearfully at the rear of the cave. Dawn fades in, revealing the aftermath of a long, harrowing night. A lone figure stands, surveying the disarray in grim silence. Close-up of exhaustion, dirt-smeared skin, and fresh wounds. Close-up of exhaustion, dirt-smeared skin, and fresh wounds. Slow pan across shaken survivors huddling together. A worried gaze lingers on the weary leader. Eye contact is made, fear giving way to resolve.
What is that?
The leader rises slowly, fists clenched. A solitary walk into the bright morning light outside the cave. Head tilts back, eyes closed, absorbing the sun's warmth. Extreme close-up of an open palm reaching toward the light. A withered flower lies on the ground, brittle and lifeless. Inside the cave, stone tools are being shaped by steady hands. A tiny spark flashes and vanishes. Rack focus from the stone tools to widen eyes watching nearby. Awkward attempts to strike the stones together. A frown of concentration after failure. A curious child crouches closer to observe. A spark flies and briefly ignites dry moss before dying. Shared looks of amazement and hope. Dry moss is carefully gathered into a shallow stone depression. I gesture for silence and patience. Stones strike again, sparks aim deliberately. A returning figure pauses, watching silently.
This is useless.
Extreme close-up of a glowing ember forming. Smoke curls upward as breath is held. A gentle blow feeds the ember. Disappointment flickers across young faces. A figure sits beside them, understanding dawning. Stones strike harder, sparks scatter uselessly. A calming hand rests on a shoulder. Silent instruction is given through gesture. Finer tinder is gathered and arranged carefully. A nod of understanding is exchanged. Steadicam circles the teamwork in motion. Smoke rises again from catching tinder. A hand signals gentle breath. Close-up of focused breath feeding the ember. The flame almost forms, then wind kills it. Frustration erupts as stones are thrown aside. Silent support is offered through touch. A disappointed child watches quietly. Montage of repeated failed attempts. A yelp as a spark burns skin. Determination hardens despite pain. A solitary figure stares at useless stones in darkness. A hunter returns with food for the tribe. An elder scans the horizon as clouds gather naturally fast. Wind whips hair and hides as the storm builds.
What is that?
A meaningful look warns of change. Night falls again, colder and harsher. Bodies huddle for warmth and silence. A tear traces down a dirt streaked face. The leader notices the tear. A comforting hand rests on a shoulder. A silent roar is hurled toward the sky. A lone guard stands firm at the cave entrance. A child sleeps fitfully in protective arms. A soft, wordless hum calms the night. An elder meditates, listening to the storm. Distant thunder rolls across the plains. Faces turn upward in foreboding. Lightning briefly reveals twisted trees beyond the cave. A figure steps toward the storm, eyes filled with curiosity. Another joins, pointing silently toward the sky. Worm's eye view as rain splatters onto uplifted faces. An elder stands behind them, hands resting on shoulders. A deafening lightning strike crashes nearby. Slow motion as lightning fractures the sky. Extreme close-up. Realization ignites in watching eyes.
Good.
Lightning strikes a dead tree on a hill. Fire erupts violently into the storm. A silent nod of agreement. Another steps forward, volunteering without words. Acceptance is given with a brief look. A green branch is seized to carry flame. Anxious faces watch preparations. A final reassuring look is exchanged. Three figures run into the storm. Shaky camera follows the desperate sprint. Slipping feet are steadied mid-run. A powerful figure braces against rushing water. A life-saving shove pulls someone clear. A perfect burning limb is chosen. A torch is torn free from the inferno. The flame is shielded as they race back.